painter, and I'm going to do a series of tutorials to show how I paint this spirit host. And now first I will begin with the base, where I want to do like a lava or glooming effect, and I will put the stones like I've been thrown away by the invocation or by the demon. So I will do this first part to explain how I do the base, and then will be a second part explaining flesh, and the last part maybe explaining some of the details. So I expect to do this in two or three videos. So let's start now with the base. And to start with the base, I will start with granite, charred granite from foundation. So this is the paint I'm going to use, and I will apply this all over the base. I see that the paint is not in the best shape, so always in that case it's a dark color, so I can even use wet the brush. I don't need a lot of precision in this stage, and it's just apply a layer all over these stones. By the way, I use a combination of hot glue or hot melt glue, so silicone glue plus real stones and super glue to put the stones in that position. So as you see here, this is some of the hot melt glue. So just I will paint this like lava or magma. So what I want, and this is, I want to make the effect that the stones have been just, or the ground is broken because the demon is being summoned. So okay, this have unglued, so not a problem. I will now focus on the base. I have here a very nice spot where I have to glue the lemon later on, so this will help me now to paint the miniature. By the way, I didn't glue this correctly, which just was put there with the silicone of the hot melt to see the positioning and to feel, because as the surface of the stone is very regular, I wanted to use the hot melt to create a surface where the miniature will glue easier, much easier. So I keep applying this all over the stone. Just a thin layer, quite diluted, because it will spread better on, if you dilute this, if when you make it thinner it will spread much better. That's all, and now I will need to wait until this is fully dry, so I will be back once this is dry. Once the previous layer is completely dry, I will do some dry brush, and I will start applying Adeptus Buttercream. So I take it, I use this type of brush. This is 1/4 from Pro Art. So I take the meat, dry it up with a tissue, and just start doing dry brushing. This can be quite heavy because this color is not much clearer than the previous one. I like to start very soft. If I see that the impact is very little, then I will change to the next one. But I do a little bit of the brush, stone by stone. Oops. Next is the dry brush with administrator gray. And we are going to finalize, this not need to shake, applying Terminatus stone. This is a dry paint from Games Workshop. Be careful, it's very clear, so just a little bit to give to enhance a little bit more the texture on the stones. Also, don't be concerned if one stone is more clear than the other. Not all the stones have to be the same. So you can leave some stones more clear than others. Just be happy with the final result. So this is how it looks like after the dry brushes. Now, next step, well, one thing that you have to be well is clean very well the brush after doing dry brush. And yeah, keep it away. Now that the stone is done, I will start painting the gloaming and the lava inside. I will start with dawn yellow, then I will use Aberland Sunset. So dawn yellow is an edge paint from Games Workshop. Aberland Sunset, Fire Dragon Bright, and Troll Slayer Orange. We will start with the clear color, the most clear color. And here the idea when you do this type of glooming, I will do reverse highlighting. So I will start the clear color, the deepest, and the darker color, the one at the edges. So I will apply now this on all the areas I want to do this type of lava, magma, how you want to call it, and I will, I select a very clear color because I want this so the source of I want to be the source, the clear part, the most light part of the colors I'm applying. So I will apply this on all the things that I will paint later on in orangish color and red and yellowish colors. So just between the stones, I'm going to start applying. So you get the idea. So I will do all the space between the stones on the base. Okay, this is how it's looking like after applying dawn yellow there. Now I will go to apply Aberrant Sunset. And this you applied leaving the deeper parts with the very clear yellow. So, for example, I will apply this completely in yellow. I will do yellow completely here. But then here I will leave this slot. So you try to leave some yellow. This thing that is like dripping, I will do it completely, but I will leave this clear yellow around the stone, for example. Here the same, I will just apply and try to leave some yellow, some of the clear yellow there. And I will keep doing this on all the previous layer. So just leaving some of the yellow, clear yellow, but mainly I will cover mainly the whole clear yellow with this dark one. So this is an example here how you want to do it. So you keep doing that. Here I will leave this part, I will leave also this part, I will make another one here. Don't worry about this yellow, this is also going to be much covered by the oranges. So this is more or less the idea. I will keep going with the darker yellow. I will connect the camera back once I finish with the dark. This is how it's looking like once I apply the dark yellow, and now I will go to apply the orange. This time I will apply Fire Dragon Bright. Same process as before. The most external parts, trying to leave a little bit of the dark yellow, not much. As you can see, I want to leave the dominant color to be orange. So this is how will look like. So I will keep doing the other half of the base and I will connect once it's done. This is how it's looking like after applying the Fire Dragon Bright, and now I will apply 12 Slayer Orange and follow the same principle. But this time is going to be much less than the bright orange. You want to be dominant the brighter orange, so I will apply just on the big part of orange. I'm thinking that I will apply another level of darker orange even here. Okay. Here I also have to apply a little bit more. Just as you like it. So this is how it's looking like, and now I will go for even a darker orange, and I will use very old paint. It's Blood Angels Red from second edition. I think it's this from the second edition of Warhammer 40k, so it means that it have 20 years or something like that. So I will apply this darker orange in some on the big parts. Here I will apply it at the bottom. Here also on the double plate. Apply that part, one touch here. I will not use red. I don't like how red is looking like. I know some people finish with red. In that case I will finish with that color. It's almost red, but this is still orange. Okay. And now, last part we'll do to give a little bit of glooming effect, or a little bit. So the rocks now needs to have a little bit of orange, because the lava is creating some light. To do that, I will take this orange, this troll slayer. As I don't use airbrush, in that case I will make it by dry brushing. So I take a little bit, dry it. We'll start with oil here and make it from bottom to top. So the bottom of the rock has to be more orange and just less orange on the top. So this is the effect that you want to get. So you will repeat here. Hope you can pick it in the camera in that other rock. So I start the bottom to top and not putting more on the bottom. Now the last example, and then I will do it off camera because I think the idea is there. So you start from the bottom and then you go to top. And I will do this, so this small rock can be completely done with that brush. One thing, if you think that the bottom should be even more orangey, take a smaller brush. I take one of the small dry brush, almost without drying. You apply this at the bottom if you want even more glooming. So in that way you will have a grading of intensity of orange. What you want to get is a grading of intensity orange from bottom to top. So you take a little bit here, you apply it. This is not almost dry brush, but and then I dry it, and you keep doing. This is the effect. Don't forget this thing facing of the. Here, for example, this one that is facing down, all should be orange and quite bright, because the light is catching here. So you also have to think that the light is coming from the bottom. So here on the top stone, I will only do where the lava is invading the stone. So for example, something like that. Okay, I will not do here. Here I will only do on the side. Okay, I will not go up because there is no reason why the light should highlight, for example, why the light should illuminate here. There is not any source of light that should go there. So this is how you. I will keep putting this, doing this dry brush on the stones until I cover all the stones. So it will connect once all the stones are. And after doing this gloaming effect, this is how the base looks like. So now it's ready to put. So this is how it's looking like, and I will paint the spirit host without gluing to the base. So I will paint it apart, and I will glue it at the end of the process. So here I will do the spirit host. What I have to remember is that some of this glooming, while painting this, I will some of this light from the lava should be reflected in the bottom parts of the spirit host. So this is all for this tutorial. Remember, the spirit host goes here, but this is how the base will look like. So sorry, the camera was too high. So this is how the base will look like, and I will put the spirit host here later on, but this will be painted apart and it will be part of another tutorial. So I hope you enjoyed this fast tutorial how to do the magma effect on the base.